Welcome to the Magic on the Inside podcast by the Sisters Enchanted, where we chat magic, hot topics, personal development, and good old-fashioned life. Brew up something delicious and sit with us for a spell. Welcome to this episode of the Magic on the Inside podcast. I am Sarah, founder of the Sisters Enchanted, where we have been cooking up magic online for 5 years, since 2016.
Yes.
And you are?
I'm Anna, and I'm never ready for the camera to start. Never.
Yeah. Well, alas. I lack the ability to wait for others.
I know.
And I just hit go.
Yes.
Go record. That
is one thing that I've gotten good at with cameras, is that I'm getting better at looking foolish.
Somebody asked me. So, in our Tarot Throwdown program, we've been doing these extra live chats, and I did one this week on making money as a tarot reader. And somebody asked about like the anxiety of being on social media and how you get past that. And I was like, you don't. You just ride the wave.
Yes.
You just ride that wave. You just hit go. What happens, happens.
I would agree.
What will be, will be. Carpe diem.
Onward.
Onward.
Huzzah.
Huzzah. Excelsior.
Excelsior.
Excelsior. Okay. So, yeah, you just go with that. And today's topic, this is the last one of a 4-part mini series here about the minor arcana cards in tarot. And today is on the cups as our emotions. So in terms of what we were
obviously
what we were just talking about and just doing the thing, you know, when you just take that action and just do it, right? Like it can be very joyous as opposed to being stuck in perception and thought and not taking behaviors forward and then experiencing a negative energy, which is what we talked about with the swords as perception. How are you perceiving the situation? So you could perceive that you're not ready, you're going to fail, people are going to judge you.
You're judging yourself.
You're judging yourself. You could have the experience of, with the wands, of like heaviness because you're holding that to yourself. What was excitement is now heavy. We talked about that with the wands. With the pentacles, the behavior that you're taking. You know, are you able to do the behaviors to get to where you want to be, or are you stuck and you're not moving through the behaviors?
Right.
And now with cups and emotions, or emotional selves, in the cupsy cups.
In the cupsy doodles.
The goblets of not fire goblets, because they're full of water, because they're cups of the water.
Of emotions.
The water element.
Of cups.
Yeah.
Now that we're clear.
That was that fire goblet in Harry Potter. So I was talking about.
I know, my heart was like the goblet of fire. It's like, that's something. For a second, I couldn't put my name.
Yes.
My finger on it.
Well, now I've done it for you. I picked your finger up and put it on it.
Is it really a goblet of fire, though?
I don't know.
Really? Is that real fire?
I mean, it's a book.
It's magical fire.
In a movie, so.
It's magical fire.
Yeah. That's different, probably. I'm unsure. My witch skills aren't exactly the same as Hermione's. Like, I don't have the little bag that a whole village could live in, and you wouldn't know.
If you had a whole bag that a village could fit in,
oh my goodness,
what would you put in it?
Everything.
But like what exactly? Snacks?
So many snacks.
A campground?
I would put, well,
your camper?
I mean, our camper is very large.
But if the bag could accommodate it.
Okay, well, on a daily basis, it would include snacks, a change of clothes, a change of shoes, multiple electronic devices, like 5 different books.
This is all very reasonable.
Well, those are the things I like to carry with me, I think. Dental floss.
Like how you said it. Dental floss?
My herbal supplements and some tea, maybe some coffee. So many ideas. Hats. Some fun hats.
Some hats.
Socks for when my toes are cold.
Your black fuzzy blanket?
Yeah, a blankie.
A blankie doodle.
A deck of tarot cards.
Likely.
My lunar tracker.
Sarah does travel with many books. I don't know how she has time to read them. She
Bags
puts a purse
full.
down and they just like fall out.
Bags full of books.
And loose tarot cards.
Yeah. Yep. That's me. All right. Well, let's talk about these cups here. And speaking of water, oh my gosh, another tangent. We do have to do this and get to it because I have an appointment at a float spa right after this. I'm going to go float in water in the dark.
Scary.
In one of those sensory deprivation things.
I don't think I have that in me.
Yeah. Well, my Sagittarius
I think that
stellium.
says more about you than it does me.
My Sagittarius stellium is either going to have a panic attack or like totally live for it.
Yeah, it's either going to become your new favorite thing and we're never going to see you again.
Because I'm just floating all
Because
the
you're
time.
going to be like...
I have to go sensory deprive myself.
We're
you
gonna-
people.
the work away message will be like, I'm sorry, I'm being sensory deprived. I can't answer your question right now.
I know. Or, though, I do have a lot of Scorpio in me. And maybe that weirdness just like, it's going to be like...
What if you just have the biggest Sarah intuitive touchdown ever? What if you just come up and you're like, I had so many ideas, which
No
I feel
one
like
needs
is
that from
likely.
me right now.
I feel like that's likely.
I did think about that. Whenever I have these moments of calm, suddenly I get this, like, big idea. This does not fit into the calendar anymore.
Next week, this is not going to be the Magic on the Inside podcast. It's going to be the Magic on the Outside podcast. And it's going to be by
I know.
the ex-Sisters Enchanted, where Sarah's decided it's in her best interest to divorce me as her sister.
Because of our intuitive download. No, it's not going to happen. Okay.
Pivot hard and fast.
So I think the cups, back on what we're talking about, the cups as emotion, it's probably the most clear of the suits, right? So swords and perception, it can be tricky to see our own perception because we're in it. Wands is energy and experience. Again, like the experience is variable and nuanced. Pentacles is behavior. We've got to do shadow work there. Cups is emotion. I think it's like pretty clear, our emotions, because we are having them. So we're sad, we're happy, we're angry. Like our emotions, the reasons for them might not be clear, but the scene of them, we like can typically clearly see them, unless you're a person who's really good at hiding your emotions, in which case I think that brings us back to thought and perception. Why am I thinking this thought, right? So when I'm thinking cups, I'm thinking like our living emotions, what we are living in.
Mm-hmm.
And what I find interesting, this is an activity for you, giving you lots of activities, is to take the cups from ace through 10, lay them out, and then you guys stick with me what I'm saying. I'm going to try to say it slow. You're going to start with the ace and the 10, so the left and the right. Kind of pull those cards together now out of the row. And when you look at that story there, ace is like an opportunity, a new beginning, an emotion, something to be adventured into. And 10 is that like joyous family card. Everyone's like allegedly looking happy.
Allegedly.
And what I think
we
that
see the backs of their
tells
heads, and we
us-
don't know.
Right, well,
we don't know.
What it tells us about the story here of cups, though, and emotion, is that emotions are cyclical. They will come and go. Just where we start with this new experience, we will end somewhere, and it will happen again. It's cyclical.
We just opened a whole can of worms on that 10 of cups.
I know we did. We don't know what those people are doing.
We don't.
Maybe all of this time, they've
They're
been
crying.
crying at the rainbow. Guess that's what the like meanings are for, though. But also, I mean, like nobody living was there when those were made. Nobody was in the room where it happened.
The room where it happened.
So we don't
that got
actually
picked
know.
up.
I know. Anna's husband just echoed it too. So we don't know. Anyway, then we do the 2 and the 9. So the 2 of cups, we've got like the shared, the hands, cupsies, sharing. It's like love can be there, friendsy friends, or like lovey love. And then the 9 is also a contentment card. So lead with love, right? And we find contentment.
9 of cups.
Right, yeah, I know. When we lead with love, we find contentment. The 3 and the 8. So what we're doing is going one from the left, one from the right, pulling those in together.
Yes.
The 3 of cups, party hardy
Yes.
sort of cards. And the 8 of Cups is the
walking away from the party.
Yeah.
Of the cups.
So we can walk away from that party or celebrate when we make the choice to move
what
away.
Happened at that party.
Oh my gosh, so many good questions.
So many good questions.
The 4 and the 7. The 4 of Cups. What you got?
Nothing. This is just a whole thing. You should do this because the 4 of Cups is being disinterested in your choices, and then the 7 of Cups is having so many choices.
I know. It's why.
What do you even do?
It's almost
you just blew my mind.
It's almost like I should teach a class on this. It's almost like it.
Almost.
And I should call it Tarot Coach and teach you how to do this for other people.
So good.
It's almost like it.
You just blew my mind. I'm adding this to the Shadow Manifesto.
I know. This is going to be one of the units in our
I know. Shadow Manifestos.
Plus the one we did in the Seen and Unseen.
So good.
Okay. And then, see, this is how things happen here. And then, where did we leave off? The
4.
5 and the 6. So the 5 of Cups is like the things we're sad over, right? But in the 6 of Cups is that childhood joy sort of
that
card.
Nostalgia.
Mm-hmm. So not dwelling on what has been.
Right.
Not dwelling on what has been. Right. And that nostalgia about living in the joy of the moment.
I just got so excited.
I know. It's such a good activity.
Such a good activity.
No. I was really, I don't know when I got the idea for that. It did not involve a sensory deprivation tank. So
I'm so excited. Do you think that you could sneak your phone into the room?
While I'm sensory deprivating myself, I could FaceTime you. Be like, hey,
well, you know, I'd really like that, and that would be something that we would do. And just be when you walk in, if you prop your phone against the wall and turn it like on a hands-free recording, and you get in there, and then we can analyze it once you're out.
If my phone falls into a pit of Epsom salt water,
I would think that they have more of a barrier.
Because I am trying to get you footage.
Are you going to do it?
No, I could try. I'm sure there's probably no rules against it. It just feels illegal somehow.
That would definitely be something that we would do.
Oh, I'll do it. I'll try. I'll bring it in there. I don't know where. I'm sure I get to
Hello, Anna. I'm currently being sensory deprived. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello.
Oh my goodness, we've lost all.
Because what you just said about the tarot cards and coaching people and doing that practice, it was so good. Now our minds have been set free.
It was really good. I was really proud of that.
I'm really proud of that.
Sometimes I come up with ideas and I'm just like, my work here is done on this earth.
Mic drop.
That was one of them.
So good.
I know. So, okay. Let's recap the episodes here. This is the 4th of the installment. Number 1, swords as perception, your thoughts. Number 2, wands as experience, how you're experiencing the energy of a moment. We come in excited and we leave heavy often because it's too much emotion. We're not balancing. We can get too passionate, overwhelmed, codependent. Pentacles as behavior.
Yes, behaviors.
So how are you behaving? What are you doing on this earth?
What's resulting in your behaviors?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. What comes from your behaviors? And are you living the suit of pentacles or are you not? And what are your barriers to taking the behaviors to be that suit of pentacles?
So good.
Mm-hmm. I know. And then, the cups. We just did this. The counter, the 1 and the 9, the 1 and the 10, the 2 and the 9, the 3 and the 8, bring them in, and there's a story there.
There's a story.
I know, about emotion and how we live in emotion and how that manifests for us in our lives, what we can do with it. There you go.
So many takeaways.
So many takeaways. Well, I hope that you all enjoyed this 4-part mini-series. If you want to enjoy more, go to tarotthrowdown.com. You won't regret it. Promise.
I know. I'm so excited for it.
Yeah. And we've got 2 options. Our Tarot Throwdown program, if you just want to do just learn better skills at tarot yourself, totally register for that. If you want to work with others, Tarot Coach is where you want to be. and it's at an introductory rate because it's our first time offering the program. So if you are interested just in like self-coaching skills, personal development around tarot, and using it for your own personal development and guidance, at this rate, I would totally say sign up. Like, what do you got to lose? You can use the skills you're going to learn for yourself. Our next enrollment, when the tuition's raised up, you know, maybe that you might not want to just do it for yourself, or maybe you will. I don't know. But right now, I would say, like, heck yes, you're going to gain so much just for yourself. So, and when you register for Tarot Coach, it also comes with Tarot Throwdown, which is our, like, learning to read tarot and gaining confidence in your intuitive skills around tarot and divination.
Woo! 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 Wootski wootsk. Wootsika wootserooski.
Oh, we should put that as a button on our new podcast thing when it gets set up.
What?
The cackle. The magic one. And wootsy wootski.
Wootsy wootski. Are they going to be us?
I don't know.
We're going to record ourselves going, huzzah!
There's 8 of them. We have 8 choices. You can have 4. I can have 4. We can get into battles.
You're better at the cackle than I am.
We can battle each other with the buttons.
Your cackle versus mine.
All right. Well, if you just tuned in on this one, go back, listen to the others. Head back to like starting at episode 13 where we go through the whole tarot as well.
That's good stuff.
That's really good stuff, yeah. All right. Until next time, my friends, we hope that you have
an enchanted
rest of your day
ahead.
Bye.
Bye.